Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense takes the field. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they...
Gets loose in the middle. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defense...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Sooners in the hurry-up. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Harris. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Finds his big tight end. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Line getting set on second down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, he drops the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. To turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Back to throw, it's Vega. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Raging Cajuns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's key. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wide cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Trying to punch it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Hauls it in. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying.
And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a hard-hitted moment. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Raging Cajuns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Scanning the field, it's Averill. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Turner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's the pressure. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Sooner! A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime to get ready for the second.
There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air. It's Vega. He's got him this time. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Back to throw, it's Vega. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Louisiana. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's short. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that ball.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The give from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
With the catch, it's Crane. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Vega. Under fire. Plucks it out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns. And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. Makes the grab at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah.
Brings it to the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't quite hang on. Pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it's
headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the two-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Dropping back, it's Vega. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.